I'm back. And I got another story. Just a little one. Just happened tonight, actually. I have to go to bed in a few minutes, though. So, that's why it's prepped and primed over there for me. But I only got a few minutes, so, time to work my magic. First, let me clean this for you real quick. Okay, clean. Let's go. Tonight, this evening. So I had to stay late at work tonight, so working my butt off, earning that 9 to 5 pay. Actually, it's more like 7 to 6:30 grind, but hey, it's okay. I'm the last one to leave the building at work. Finally finished my job. I shoot off into my car. I don't even wait for my car to warm up, which, by the way, is a good idea when your car is over 10, 11 years old. But I didn't wait. I woke it. I jumped the gun. It's like waking up and running a marathon. Not a good idea. But I gunned it. I went off. I'm trying to go home. But I was forced to do a little bob and weaving, if you know what I mean, to get home. Apparently I had to hit every single stoplight on the way home. Just one of those nights, you know, you've had a long day, you've worked your butt off, and all of a sudden, everyone's getting in your way. There's a stoplight here. There's a stoplight there. You think you're gonna make the green light, but then yellow. It's like the gust of wind that happens before the punch in the face. So I stop at the stoplight, right? And I'm thinking, I need to get in this lane. What am I doing here? So I follow normal road procedures. Put the blinker on, and I turn and I get into the lane, right? Well, just then, some guy comes around the bend because it's a corner. I can't really see back there. Blazing around the corner, shooting, rocketing. He is barreling down this road. The fact that his brakes were able to actually stop his car at that speed in that amount of time was amazing. So right in mid-turn, I am now diagonal in the lane. It's like you're at the point of no return. What are you gonna do? You gonna stop? You gonna back up? No. So I do what any other person in a panic would do. I just keep going. Stay the course. I've been doing this a lot. Is that my thing now? So I keep going and I pay no mind to the guy behind me because obviously it's a stoplight. You're gonna stop. So I'm waiting there patiently for this green light that has so perfectly inconvenienced me. And I kid you not, 5 seconds before the light even turns green, the guy behind me starts honking like a maniac. And I'm like, whoa, chill, dude. It's red. Whoa, it's red. It's red. Finally turns green, and I go. I get off. I get into the lane. I get onto the highway, and this guy is literally, he's on my butt, like as close as humanly possible. Not maybe vehicularly. As close as is possible from the front bumper to bumper to bumper. I don't know how to explain it. He's there. So I'm like looking over I'm like, what is this? I'm looking at my mirror. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And so I do what I normally do. I'm in the right lane. I'm boosting up my speed so that people can pass me if they need to. I don't want to force my old car that I had just warmed up, that I had just cranked the ignition on, and now I'm making him run a 5K marathon. Wasn't gonna push it. My car's already jittering a little bit as it is, hitting turbulence at 40 miles an hour. So I'm like, if he wants to pass me, go ahead. So he does. But the thing is, he did not just pass me, but he goes to cut me off in the right lane, the slow lane. As if I wasn't going slow enough in the slow, whatever, I don't even know what I'm saying. So I'm just doing my thing. I'm cruising. I'm like, fine, cruise control, 75 miles an hour. I've done my part. Jesus, take the wheel. So I think I'm home free, right? Well, people start slowing down up ahead. And so does the guy, and obviously I'm like, okay, he doesn't want to get over, so I'm going to pass. I would like to stay in this cruise control speed. So I get over. But when I do, the guy literally gets right in front of me. I then go into the next lane so that I can let him have his speed in his lane, right? No. He then mirrors my exact movements again. And I'm like, dude. He was out for blood. He was out to get me. He was out for an insurance claim or something. I don't know what it was. So I get back in the middle lane. I'm like, okay, fine, dude. He is slowing down to forcing me to go down below 70 miles an hour. Whew, I'm getting heated. I'm getting, my chest is swelling, my heart's pounding, my breathing. I think I was listening to some Christian worship music. But during the whole song, I'm pretty much just like, I'm getting heated. I did the only smart thing. I made a plan to pass that jerk. There on the spot. It was such a stupid idea, but I was in the heat of the moment. I was heated. I was like, I gotta pass him. So I waited patiently until someone passes me in the passing lane, right? Finally someone comes and he passes me. He's like, and I'm like, here's my moment. So I use the guy as a wall to block the guy from getting in the lane with me. So now I am bumper to bumper with someone else. But now I am trying to speed up in order to keep the shortest amount of distance between the cars, so he can't get over. But he speeds up. He tries to keep me from passing him still in the lane. The guy who passed me just wanted to pass us. He's got his blinker on, but the guy won't let him get into the middle lane. So at this point, we're all just speeding up. All three cars, we're in an L formation, just speeding up as fast as we can go. We hit like 100 miles an hour. I kid you not, over 100 miles an hour, probably a little over. At this point, I can smell rubber burning. There was so much friction in my engine. The engine was still pretty cold at that point. It was like a bunch of pieces of ice just rubbing together, which doesn't make any sense, but that's pretty much kind of what happened, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a car mechanic. I'm a different type of mechanic. I'm a machine mechanic, not a vehicle mechanic. Anyway, we're going 100 miles an hour. Finally, the guy breaks free of us and our duel across the highway, and he gets over in the lane. But at this point, this guy is trying to cross over onto me and almost tries to knock me off of the road. I'm on the bumpy part at this point, which actually is not as bumpy because you're kind of gliding over it at 100 miles an hour. It's kind of nice, so maybe they should look into that. Kind of useless at those speeds, so just a thought. Put a pin in it. So finally I passed him. I booked it out of there. I'm bobbing in it. I'm weaving throughout traffic. I'm trying to get away from this maniac. So I finally get away from him and I go back down to my cruising speed, 75 miles an hour. Well, he comes back up to me, right behind me, bumper to bumper again. Not only that, but he blares his brights at me. Okay, whatever. Well, he's still on my butt. Luckily my exit came up, so I was able to finally evade him and get off the highway. That wasn't as big as a conclusion as I was hoping for. Anyway, that was my story for the night. I thought it was interesting, my encounter with a maniac rage road driver. There we go. So yeah, that was pretty much my day. It was pretty much my night. I gotta go to bed. Good night.